Go.
All right, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, playing D&D. We this week return from a bit of a hiatus / technical difficulties, and I have a rundown of what was missed. Several weeks at sea, lots of adventures, lots of loot gotten, some friends made, some levels had. We come to a pretty nasty storm. The waves crashing onto the ship, rocking the ship along, lightning striking up in the sky, the rain falling sideways. Eddie runs downstairs as the whole crew assembles. Craig notices that for the first time in a couple days, he hasn't noticed any of the elves. And just as this realization happens, Eddie's parrot flies from below decks, screaming, "Help me!" For two of the crew members below decks had pulled their weapons onto Eddie and had begun to fight him. The cyborg cook Brog revealed his cards that him and his human crew were there to take Craig back to Sid the Circus Man. A fight ensues on the deck, Eddie defeating both of his opponents in the cargo deck. Everybody else fighting on the top decks. Eddie finally makes it up. Everybody fights through the crew until I think it was Craig got the final hit on Brog. Am I right about that? Do I remember that right?
Either me or Narvos.
It wasn't me because I was like, I'm
I think Craig dead shotted him through the eyes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
With the sniper rifle. So Brog, right before Brog was defeated, though, he yells out for a guy named Spog to avenge him, essentially. And as the whole crew, as the adventuring party comes together, they're wiping off the blood of themselves and the crew that they've just slain. They look towards the captain's quarters, which has been locked and barred for about 2 days. We cut to 2 days previous. The sun pretty high up in the sky. Velran and Converchin walk into their captain's quarters for the because the sun is high up in the sky, and we cut to Convergin. Convergin, what is your passive perception?
16.
16. With a 16, as you walk in, you notice that your stuff on your captain's desk has been moved around. That your bed seems to have been shooken up, like somebody was looking for something. Velran is in there with you too. He kind of is your bodyguard, much like Jelly or Carney. They just kind of follow you around unless told otherwise.
Okay. Is there anybody in here?
Not that you can tell. You take a moment. You look around with your passive perception of 16. You don't see anything. Would you like to make an investigation check, kind of search through the room?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
16. Sorry, 17.
17. You begin to look through the quarters. You start following the wall with a hand on it so you don't miss anything. And then behind you, you hear Valran hit the floor. Thud. With a quick turn, you turn and see a dark elf, dagger and crossbow in hand, a tip of a crossbow bolt in Velran's neck. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As next to you, a second dark elf appears from the invisibility.
Nope.
No. You, the darkness the tunnel vision begins to fall in as you watch 2, 3, 4, all around the room, hiding in the corners and the shadows, some of them levitating up in the sky using their dark elf blood powers, all appear, 6 of them, levitating down, and then it all goes black. Several days pass, you waking up fitfully at times to be punched in the face and roundly knocked out. The information you gather. When you wake up, you notice first the door has been barricaded by your bed and your chair and the desk you had. They have locked themselves in here. You catch an undercommon heated conversations to one individual named Keld, who seems to be unable to get a teleportation spell off here. And that is all you gather in the time between your capture and when the crew kind of has the realization that you're there. We cut to back to the crew, who stands bloodied and battered on the decks of their ship. You, Craig, with you've got like a 20 passive perception, a 20 or a 22 if I remember.
20.
Correctly. You hear a soft thud on the side of the ship.
Captain.
No answer.
Toothy.
Yes, Tim the Toothman comes up the stairs with jelly from a well-deserved nap.
Oh my god, my back. So much better.
Tim Toothy, you look around, there's like half a dozen dead crew members. The guys you tried to punch. They all got punched. Without you.
Damn, did I miss that? Yeah.
Crew turned on us.
I can smell it.
I don't know where you were, but you seem to be doing better.
It was a nap.
It's a nap. Hey, that door.
I haven't slept in a while. What?
See that door there? The captain's door, conversion's door.
I look at the door.
Yeah, it's a fine wooden door. Nice metallic latch with a locking key.
What's up?
It was talking shit.
Oh, crazy.
Go ahead and roll a deception check, Craig. And I would like Tim Toothy to roll an insight check.
It's gonna be like 13.
Nice. Yeah, that door was talking mad shit to you, bud. Yeah, he was talking to all of your friends that they ain't nothing.
I just walk right up to the door and I just start talking to it. I go, you know what? I might have missed the rumble tumbling. These little babies over here, but I will fuck you up, door. You know what? Fuck this, and I just kick it up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength and athletics check.
Natural 17. My phone turned off. It's gonna be 24.
With a 24, you put your foot right through the bottom of that door. Splinters and cracks. You feel the wood kind of scrape up your leg a little bit, and then you feel your foot hit something else on the far side of the door. You pull your foot back and look down through the hole, and there seems to be like a bed frame pushed against the door. Eddie.
Yeah.
Looking over the edge, you kind of tumble in the storm over to the side of the ship. And looking down, there's a person floating on some driftwood down at like drifting out of the fog right next to the ship. Seems to be semi-unconscious, floating on some debris.
Huh. Interesting. Eddie. I guess Eddie will go pick him up. Eddie's a nice guy.
Okay, how are you gonna go pick him up? You do have water walking, if I remember correctly, Eddie.
Yeah. So Eddie's going to tie a rope to the side. All right.
Mhm.
Then he's going to throw an echo down on the water next to the guy.
Okay.
Eddie's gonna swap with the echo, right? So Eddie's down on the water now, and the echo's up by where the rope's tied on. Eddie's gonna go over. Eddie's going to tie the other end of the rope around this guy, or like pull him to the rope so he can tie it around.
Yeah.
Then Eddie's gonna swap back with the echo and pull the rope from up of him.
Okay. Can I get a survival check for not tying? That's about the only thing you need to make a check for this.
Sure. Keep in mind, Eddie grew up in a port city.
Mm-hmm.
So probably pretty good at this. God damn it.
Or not.
Or not. It's a natural one. So
Okay.
2 total.
Okay. Can I get an athletics check? All you've done is made the DC harder to pull him up.
Okay.
So an athletics check.
That is what is it? I don't have the belt of giant strength yet, right?
Correct. We have not had a short rest to do that.
So my total for that is going to be 16.
16? That's good enough?
Yep.
Trusk, you are sort of like awoken as you hit a hard surface. Your ship sank not too far away in this storm. You don't know where the rest of your fellow crew members are, but another ship has saved you from the murky depths.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Apparently less than would be typically expected.
How'd you end up just floating on the water like this? You doing okay?
You know, to be completely transparent with you, it has been what I would consider to be less than a reputable day.
Right. Well, I think we should get you inside, get you warmed up after being just out in the ocean for a while. You must be pretty cold and tired. Let's get you inside, buddy.
I could use a warm blanket and any kind of warm beverage or meal would be wonderful.
Yeah. So, well, we just killed our cook, but we can go down to the kitchen and see what we can get.
That would be wonderful.
All of you see a half-orc individual be pulled up by Eddie while you guys are all sort of like congregated around the captain's door. Narvos, you were pretty hurt. What are you up to?
Yeah, so it's a direct continuation, so no long rest. My HP would have been what it was at the end of last time.
Yeah, if you don't got that readily available, just kind of like guess what you were at.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I had about 10 HP.
There's nothing saying that you guys can't take the time to take a rest.
So I have 2 healing spirits too.
Yeah,
we can get that right up.
Yeah, I mean, I've completely lost track of like my spells and everything, what I had left and what I didn't. But all I know is that I am still very much hurt looking. Yeah, no, I'd walk over to this guy. We're kind of like looking at the door, then also we turn around and here's Eddie pulling a guy out of the water. Like,
I'm sure you all have a brief moment of like he's saving one of the crew members. No, that's not.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. Why?
We just
finished this.
I'm gonna get rid of my 2 second level spell slots. right?
Mhm.
And then everybody should be at full health.
Cool. Love that.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
That'll work. I will.
So everybody can have their full health.
Yay.
A little
Far away from death.
several like fireflies just float around you with a green light and heal all of you in the next couple seconds. Right. Does any of you, especially Craig, do you understand Undercommon?
No.
Okay.
Craig speaks Common, Thieves' Cant, and Druidic, and he understands Abyssal.
You can hear some very hushed, with your passive perception, some very hushed conversations on the other side of the door, but you don't understand the language.
There's people in there.
Yeah, they put a bed.
I'm gonna pull out my bow, shoot
Mhm.
the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then it needs to make a strength save or be pushed 15 feet.
Okay.
Did you say the bed needs to make a strength save?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if this
Yep.
is technically raw. I think it might be when you hit a creature with an attack.
Yeah,
So
but
that's up
I'm
to
still
you.
gonna do it. I'm still
Welcome to
gonna do it.
D&D.
I think
Shooting a
also
bed.
a bed shouldn't have a strength stat, but I'm giving it one. So it's just one of those moves. You know what I mean?
The bed's been a mimic the whole time.
I rolled a 14 because I gave it a +3 because it was a bed.
Yeah, so that's a fail. So
Okay, so it the bed instantly does it push anything else?
it doesn't say so. No.
So no, it just hits the desk that's also behind it, the desk and chair. So there's like you gain like a bit of an inch. The DC to try and bust through the door has been lessened by 1 by this.
Well, so
by
I
this
know
action.
it's more than just a bed now too.
Yeah. They have stacked probably every weighty thing in the captain's quarters against the door.
Our captain's been taken hostage.
Would you care for assistance with this?
Step aside.
In front of you is a fine wooden door with a hole in the bottom.
I'd like to extend that hole towards the middle.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
I will pull out my war hammer
Okay.
and just take a good fucking swing at it.
Roll to hit. Roll an attack.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
For 12 damage.
You take a solid chunk of the bottom center of this door off, so the hole now sort of extends from the middle of the door to the bottom. At even more noticeable is like the bed frame, and with an arrow sticking in it and some feathers sticking out from the arrow of the bottom of the bed frame. The hardwood of the frame sticking through in places.
Do you think that should be enough room for you to fit through?
We need to push this stuff.
Let me just
literally
yes.
just like run through this door.
Blade man, go.
Please do the honors.
If we're running it, do we know exactly what's going on there? Because if we have some idea that something's bad,
The door's been barricaded by heavy things, and I hear hushed voices.
do we want
Yeah,
to?
fucking shit, I got it, guys. Like,
If we're doing a breach and clear, I can throw something in there that'll give us a little bit of time to get in.
That might be blocked.
Oh,
And
I'm not running in first, but I'm just saying I can throw something in there that will act kind of like a flashbang.
all right, I'll close my eyes. I literally just run straight at the door.
Pardon
Okay.
me, I'm rather well versed, but what is a flashbang and what is? Oh my God, he's running at the door.
It's the scene from Toy Story 2 with the dinosaur that hits his head on the door.
But I don't
need
want to
a-
use my head.
Give me an athletics check, Tim Toothy.
That
As
is
you-
a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Okay, everybody, the room's been breached.
As he's running full speed in there, I'm going to cast light into there.
Okay. Do you just cast it on Tim Toothy? No, light's a touch spell.
Light cantrip. Oh no,
Is
but touch 20 feet. Yeah, area 20 feet. So I'll just like touch him. So he is just glowing Tim Toothy sprinting in there.
When Tim Toothy like moves to the to the farthest point of the ship for him to get his running start, you're just like, here you go.
Yeah. So 20 feet of bright light around him and dim light for another 20.
All good. Oh no. Oh no.
Hell yeah.
What?
Told you guys.
Just get the door.
Are you an angel?
Touched by an angel.
Okay. So Tim Toothy busts through into the all of the bed frame, the desk, the chair, they scatter out. You, Tim Toothy, in this brief instant, you read the room as you are, the fighter, the battle tactician of sorts. You see Velran heavily beaten and bloodied, like he does not matter. He looks like next to death. Conversion is pulled to this side of the room and seems to be being held by somebody invisible. You can't see whoever has him, just an invisible creature is holding him. All around you descends the dark elves that are waiting in wait for you. So let me...
As that's happening, Trusk will turn to the others and be like, I do owe you a debt. If you would not mind, please allow me to shield you.
I
And
got
he
this
will-
one, guys.
By all means, please. We could use help.
You guys
He'll
got all the
kinda
fun. What do
Go
you look
front
at?
line. Yeah. You at my side? He will say to Tim Toothy.
But Tim Toothy's in the room. He shoulder checked the door and punched through with the knife.
He went full Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys were discussing it and he was like, no, I can do this. Oh yeah. I can do
Tim the Tooth Man.
this. Okay, so this is the surprise round as they all just sort of take their held actions as they were all sitting in the corners of the room pointing at the door. And does a 15 hit?
Meets it.
He has light on, and I think that's bright light. And if they are drow, they should have disadvantage in bright light on attack.
While in sunlight.
Sunlight. Okay, so I wasn't sure if bright light and sunlight were. No, okay, never mind.
The daylight spell is what you're after. Which is a 3rd level spell. Right.
I tried.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save.
So I rolled a natural 17 plus.
Wonderful, you save.
6.
Yeah. So you take 4 points of damage. Second attack. That's a 24 to hit, so that hits. You take another 4 points of damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
That's a 6 plus 6, 12.
12. That's a fail. You are now poisoned. So that is disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. As a crossbow bolt sinks into your chest, and you feel the poison begin to bleed through you.
All right.
Now it's gonna be another one. A 18 to hit. So that's 5 points of piercing damage and another Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be a 15.
15, that succeeds, so nothing happens. And then the last one that shoots at you is a 12, so that's a miss. What you see in this room are a bunch of crossbow wielding and short swords at their sides, and then there's one with a staff that is hanging out just sort of in this center area when you charge in. Two of them drop their crossbows and engage with you, pulling out their short swords in melee. They don't make any attacks, though. And now we go to initiative, because that was their surprise round. Conversion. We're going to have you at the start of initiative be sort of like the sound of Tim Toothy punching through the door sort of awakens you. And you, the one thing for you, though, is you are restrained in that corner. So you will have to figure that one out when your turn comes around.
Okay. Let's see.
You have not been harmed to like take away health either. You are fully capable.
There. Good.
Did somebody say something?
No, just checking. We all good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yes,
so.
I'm just pulling up the stat blocks that I'm using.
Eddie, do you got
Okay.
initiative? Give your initiative roll.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got to hit spacebar.
Well, I think that's
That's his
how he
old
was.
initiative, yeah.
Yeah, that's the old one.
Oh, okay.
I rolled low.
They did. Is that I had that? Okay. I've guesstimated to my best ability what spell slots I used up and all that good stuff. So we're all good there.
Right. Okay. So first up is the invisible one who has conversion. And in a sort of broken common, he yells out, "Get back! Or we'll kill your captain!" And I'm going to roll an intimidation check.
What? That was a noise.
It was a very bad roll. I rolled a 2. So 3. You rolled a 3 on that intimidation. He really is probably not going to kill your captain with that.
He does not know common well. It's like, get back or we'll tickle your captain.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Just starts laughing.
Yeah, so that's his turn, because he's gonna hold you there. Next up is actually the 2 rogues of mine. We are going to make a saved objects. Need circles.
Fuckers.
Bones, lines, and spheres.
Barrett.
What?
So that's what Batman sings in the Lego movie.
Darkness.
Fuckers. Dead parents.
One of them casts darkness here, and the other one casts darkness there. So the light you made vanishes. into some magical darkness.
Love that for me.
That's their turn. Now is Narvos.
Hi. Looks like I am just gonna. I'll make my way up in there.
Okay. You push your way into the darkness and
Are there-
instantly.
Well, there any of them I can see without getting into the darkness, or is
No.
it just everything dark? Cool.
Yeah, they put everything into the darkness.
Nice. Yeah, I really don't got a lot. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself,
Solid.
and yeah, just have my flail and shield out and ready. Because
Are you going to stay sort of outside the darkness, right here?
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
I want to basically make sure that I'm not, I can frontline, but since it seems we have this new pickup is a good front line, I want to make sure he can get in there and I'm not blocking the way or anything.
All good. All good. Easy to run through somebody else's space.
Yeah.
Next up, Tim the Toothman and Jelly. Tim the Toothman, you run in there, you take this quick like battleground site. You can see, you saw there was, couple assassins, a couple more fighter types, a mage type in front of you, Conversion being held, Velran, the sidekick, beaten, bloodied, and bruised on the floor, and then all the lights go out. Darkness envelops you. You remember where everybody was around you, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reach out and grab one of them.
Alright.
Use bonus action grapple maneuver.
Cool.
So that's 13 plus 3 plus 6.
Yeah, I mean, that hits any of them. Roll me a d4 to see which one you grab at.
Okay. And I rolled that with disadvantage, by the way.
Cool.
Great.
I'm glad you're keeping yourself on top of it.
Hold on, I'm trying to grab a D4, I swear. It's the hardest one to get out of the fucking dice bag.
So slippery.
Grab a caltrop, go.
Okay, there it is. 2.
2? Nice. Yeah, that is the one you wanted. So you have that one grappled.
Yeah.
You feel somebody with like a cape and an oaken staff in their hand as you grapple them.
Sick. Try and mess him up. So with that, let me just go over it one more time. Okay, so I'm also gonna deal damage to it.
Okay.
With my like cross knuckles, basically, like grab him and then fucking just stick him right. But it counted as my attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay,
I get you.
Perfect.
I get you.
Perfect. So 6. That's gonna be 12 damage.
Cool.
3 of it being crossed.
Love it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna attack him again
Okay.
for my second attack and just punch him in the face some more.
Okay.
Since I have him grappled, can I roll with just
You
like
roll base. You just
Okay.
you just roll one die.
Perfect. So that's 13 plus 6. 19.
19. He's going to cast shield.
Okay.
And you feel just as when you think your punch is going to land, it is deflected.
So if I wanted to action surge
You
to
could.
keep on punching him. Okay.
You can do that. That is within your power set.
But is shield still going to be active, or did
Shield
it
will
distract?
shield will still be active. His AC is increased by 5 until his turn comes back around.
Okay, yeah, then that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I will not.
Cool.
But I'll still hold my grasp on him.
You got it.
So that's my turn.
After you comes Eddie.
Yeah. Is the captain still being held?
You can't see in there. But before the darkness dropped, you did see the captain sort of being held in some way on the other side of the wall, and then the darkness fell. And a threat came out that, if you don't leave, we will tickle your captain.
Cool. So Eddie can't see in there, can he?
No,
Nope.
they are hiding.
Magical darkness. Do do do.
Did you? I don't know if you heard, David. Did you heal yourself to full?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Got that. I guess Eddie's just gonna try and poke his head in, see what he can see. And if he can see
He
any
can't.
kind of okay, just nothing.
It is, you stick your head in there and it is pitch black, like you have closed your eyes black.
Blacker
Right,
even.
Uh-huh.
Eddie doesn't know what to do. Eddie's gonna leave his echo out here, and Eddie's just gonna go in.
Okay. You push into the first sort of like you push past Tim Toothy, you feel him there, and then you feel some other person right next to him, and you're in melee with one person.
Okay, I want to like feel around. Do they have pointy ears?
You grab for where you think their head is. You touch their ear. Definitely pointy. Definitely a pointy
Definitely
ear.
pointy.
Yeah.
I guess there isn't really enough time for a conversation here.
No, no. You can feel like as you grab for this guy's skull, he turns and you can hear like a wooden bow clatter to the ground as he goes to pull out daggers.
Cool. I'm just gonna restrain this guy.
Cool. So you're gonna attack. Okay.
I'm gonna grapple him.
Yeah. Go ahead
his
and roll.
face.
Roll.
And I already have my hands like on his head, so I think this should go pretty well.
Roll an attack. Because you've done that, I won't make it a disadvantage.
Right.
Just roll to hit.
17 to hit.
17 just hits. So you grapple this guy.
That's everything. That's what Eddie can do.
Okay. Eddie has this guy grappled. Tim Toothy has that guy grappled. Eddie has this guy grappled. What a grapply team. Next
Go.
up is Trusk Deadeye.
Hey, real quick, Jelly didn't do anything.
Oh, hey. Let's not
Hey.
forget Jelly. Tim the Toothman, what do we want Jelly to be doing?
I thought about it. I thought Jelly should just chill until I assess the situation going on.
Lovely.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right, Trusk Deadeye. You watch as these saviors of yours, the guy who pulled you up out of the ocean runs full pelt into the darkness. A spooky, shadowy copy of him looks at you and does a little wave with a little spectral parrot on its shoulder.
I rather not be outdone by this. He's gonna go up the back set of steps and rush in and try to grapple somebody.
Right. Here's an explanation for how this looks for you. I apologize. So this stair goes here. Like this staircase right here goes to this upper deck. Is how that goes. You see what I mean?
I can
This
see what
stair.
you mean.
The stair goes there. So this staircase that looks like it goes in here doesn't. The only way into the captain's quarters is through this door.
Okay. We're going in. Okay, got it.
Yes, I have made a choke point. You could try and make a new door fully within your capabilities.
Yeah, pardon me, Star Boy. And he will rush in. And he'll start reaching out and like touching. And like as soon as he gets confirmation that it's not one of the guys that he knows that ran in there, he'll try to grapple.
All right. Pretty low DC. Give me an investigation check. With a pretty low DC.
Will a 12 do it?
Yes, a 12 will do it. You go in and you feel it's not hard to tell that because both of them are grappling another guy. So you're like, that's an active combat. That's an active combat. This guy, hey, that's a short sword. This guy's not fighting anybody.
Wonderful. I do apologize for attempting to touch you without your consent, but I must restrain you.
And another grapple check.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Eating them with kindness.
Same rules as Eddie, so go ahead and just make an attack roll because you found him. You found him in the darkness.
Okay, just straight attack.
Yeah, just an attack roll. It'd be with your strength. It is a strength-based thing.
Okay, that will be a 24.
24, yeah, that hits him. So you have that guy grappled.
And
so
then
that takes one attack. If you have extra attack, you have another attack on you.
sadly, double checking, but I'm pretty sure I don't get it till next level because I'm a 4th level.
Yes, that is true.
But what I will attempt to do with the last remaining bit of my movement is try to just kind of hug the wall, get as close to the wall with him as I can, so that potentially somebody else can squeeze through.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you pull him into this wall. Still dark, but you pull him in. For all of you out there, it's just the sounds of like grunting and people being dragged across the ground.
It doesn't sound like an orgy at all.
No way at all. Craig, you're up.
All right, Craig time. It's dark.
It's
dark.
It's dark elf tactics.
If it was
They
just
fight in the
Spooky
dark.
in there, I know what I would do. But now that other people have ran in,
I mean, very impressive. Like firefighters, they've run into the danger.
yeah, I was gonna burning hands and just say sorry in kobold.
Defeating everyone with kindness by giving them hugs.
I'm gonna hold a sniper shot.
Okay, for just any enemy that makes it into your sight.
Yeah, from right where
You
I'm at.
got it. You got it,
That's
partner.
me.
Conversion. You are also in darkness. But you know where everybody was when you came out? You feel the cold steel of a dagger at your throat as you are being held. What would you like to do?
My intention is to cast freedom of movement.
Okay. What is the components needed for that?
It is verbal, semantic, and material.
Okay, so I'm going to have you do just a sleight of hand check.
Right. The 11.
11. You are able to free your hand to grab. Do you need to use a material, or do you have a holy symbol you've been using this whole time?
Yeah, as a holy symbol.
Yeah, you managed to sneak your hand out from your bonds and to grasp your holy symbol and cast freedom of movement.
Okay, I will spend the 5
Remember
points,
in there.
5 feet of movement to slip out of their grasp.
You got it. You slip so slippery through their hands.
Knowing how the fellow drow will fight and how they will do it, I expect that they've done exactly what they would do and drop 2 circles of darkness or 2 spheres of darkness.
Yeah.
So I'm going to basically take a step forward, and it was freedom of movement was an action, so I can't actually do anything. But
Okay.
I'm stepping in so that I'm inside both circles, so nobody can actually see.
You got it. You don't move out of anybody's attack range by doing that. Does freedom of movement make you immune to opportunity attacks? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Cool. That is something to know. Is unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells, magical effects can't reduce the target's speed.
That doesn't say anything about opportunity.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. So yeah, but you didn't move out of anybody's range. Just something for me to be aware of in the future.
Yep.
After you, sadly, I've now realized that all of you are together and all of my guys are together because I'm at the top and bottom. I'll live in the center of this initiative. It will be it's him. So it's now these guys. This guy. Grapple. He doesn't have disadvantage on attacks against you, so he's going to try and stab you. Trusk takes his short sword and tries to stab you. Does a 14 hit?
Only because I took stupid leather armor instead of chainmail because we're on the sea.
Yeah, you didn't drown before you made it to the ship, though. You take
Choices.
5 points of piercing damage, and that's his round.
He will respond. Oh, son of a bitch!
You all heard it here first. This one is going to. He's going to roll a d2. He's going to go after Tim Toothy. Tim the Toothman, a 15. I think that hits.
Meets it.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
As just a short sword goes in behind you. Next up, it's this guy. The guy you have pinned. Its shield fades. I mean, yeah, I see no reason why it shouldn't. I need Tim the Toothman, Narvos, and Craig to all make dexterity saving throws. As you all hear this sound of lightning crack as it casts lightning bolt.
16.
Gonna be 13.
Cool. Craig?
Sorry about that. I
All good?
thought you said somebody else's name.
Nope.
I
You.
got a pretty good 17.
Nice. So Tim the Toothman fails, Narvos and Craig succeed. Tim the Toothman takes 23 points of lightning damage. Narvos and Craig take 11 as a lightning bolt. It remains grappled by you. It tries to like wiggle backwards and fails entirely. It also starts yelling, "Get rid of the darkness! He's going to get me!"
I'm gonna
But
take.
only Convergent understands that because that was an undercommon.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my reaction, trace where the bolt came from with my perception, and shoot.
Go right ahead. Yeah,
Alright.
that's still a disadvantage shot.
Yeah. And
But
it
go
is
right
still
ahead.
sharpshooter because that was the plan. So
Cool.
Kill.
natural 1.
Oh.
Oof.
Arrow sticks into the wall in the back of the in the back of the captain's quarters. That's his turn. Brings us back to this guy. He's going to... That's kind of funny. I am going to do that. Another circle drops, and all sound vanishes. So now it's pitch black, and no sound is happening. Like the grunts and the sort of like quips of conversation fade, and so all Narvos, Jelly, and Craig, like being on the outside, it's just nothing. The sound of the storm rages. For all of you inside, it's like that odd, you know, when it's too quiet and you hear that ring in your ears. That's what it's like for you guys within the circle. That's his turn. It's now these guys' turn. Okay. So this guy is going to move forward. And it's going to make an attack at disadvantage on conversion. A 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
With that, this cube vanishes. And Narvos, you can see Trusk Deadeye and a drow tussling violently on the floor. And on the far side, you can catch like the back half of Conversion, who like the front half of him is still in the other square of darkness, and a drow with a shadow blade piercing the back of Conversion. And you take...
This is within 5 feet of me?
No, this is 10 feet away from you.
Oh.
Are you necrotic or poison damage conversion? Do you have resistances to either of those?
No.
Okay. It's just I'm just going to do all of the dice at once then. So you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 35 points of mixed necrotic and poison damage. As the drow assassin, like a shadow blade pierces through your abdomen. The other assassin is just going to try and escape from Eddie. And probably fails. That's opposed athletics checks, and he got a 11. So you got to beat an 11, Eddie.
Eddie got 20.
So yeah, you still have this guy pinned. That is their turn. Brings us to Narvos. So Narvos, you do have sight on a guy now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can kind of see the one that just stabbed Convergent as well.
That's good. I can actually do something now.
He seemed to have consumed that darkness bubble into his blade and used it to deal more damage.
Fun. All right. Going to. I don't think I took. Yeah. I'm going to Hexblade's Curse him as a bonus action, the one that stabbed Conversion.
You got it.
And then I'm going to, at second level, cast a Chromatic Orb at that guy.
You got it.
I love being actually able to see people. Correct button here. I was pressing cast on D&D Beyond and wondering why I wasn't rolling the dice. All right. 27 to hit.
Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That do a hit. All right.
Does it?
It do hit, yes. That's gonna be 21 fire.
Fire damage. You watch as like its entire cloak is singed. It looks pretty hurt. You know.
Actually, this and another 3 because of the curse.
Nice.
So, 24.
Still very hurt. Did not look like it enjoyed that. It looks over at you, now that darkness is gone, and pulls the blade out of Conversion and enters more of a defense position, sort of like looking like it's about to back up.
Flip them off.
Tim Toothy and Jelly, you are wrestling with a mage right now, Tim Toothy.
Sick.
He shot he kind of like Iron Man shot your a lightning bolt from like his chest essentially at you.
Yeah, it hurt. That's for sure. I'm gonna keep punching him in the fucking face.
You got it. It is still darkness, so it is a at disadvantage because you haven't pinned him. You have not knocked him prone.
Punch to death.
Holy fuck. It doesn't even matter because I literally rolled 2 19s.
Nice.
Nice.
Are you a
no.
champion?
No.
No.
But I am.
Nice.
It's gonna be gonna be 11 damage, and prove it's gonna be ice.
He looks. I mean, you can't see him, but he's. I mean, and you can't hear him. So you just punched him. Solid crack. You feel your knuckles push through flesh.
You feel blood on your hands.
Yep.
Probably hand.
I've
Probably
taken
blood.
away 2 senses. It's rough to sort of like do explanations of what's going on.
You smell the blood.
You do. You smell the iron. You got another
All right.
attack, Tim Toothy?
Yeah. He's not limp or anything like that.
No, he still is sort of like wiggling.
Okay, that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
He will shield again. Feel your knuckles hit against an arcane force field.
Okay. And man, I want to try and just like throw him down as a bonus action, but I don't think. Yeah, but yeah, that'll be it.
Cool. Jelly? What? Anything for Jelly? Jelly's sort of like in idle position back there.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead and have Jelly just start running in now.
Why don't we have Jelly attack the guy that Trusk is fighting because she can see.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of hard for me to necessarily notice who's who at this current moment by the door. And if there's even space with the green circles, it kind of looked like it was taking up a space. But
Yep. Very cluttered small battlefield.
Good point, but it's all right. Yeah, have Jelly go in there and attack the first person they get near.
You got it. Roll to hit.
Okay, sick. Gonna be a natural 17.
That hits. Jelly clocks the guy.
Awesome. Gonna be 6 damage.
What's the damage? Still standing, just barely. Still standing.
Awesome.
All right.
That'll be it.
Next up is Eddie. You are grappling a guy.
Yeah. Eddie's gonna fully pin this guy to completely restrain him,
Boom.
take him out of the fight.
Hey,
That's what Eddie's gonna do.
some more opposed checks. Man, I rolled poorly. It's a 12. You got to beat a 12.
By making another grab. So isn't opposed strength or is it another attack roll?
I view it as an opposed. You roll strength. I get to roll strength or I get to roll athletics or acrobatics.
All right. Well, Eddie got a 10 on the
10. So
act-
you remain.
wait. Is this athletics or
Yeah,
strength?
it's an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, 10.
Okay. You keep him grappled. You don't pin him.
Whoa. Can Eddie see around him?
No.
No. Okay.
Silence and darkness. There's no sound. There's no visual.
Yeah.
You are trying to pin this guy in the darkness.
Echo would like to move into the darkness and get closer to Eddie.
Okay, where did I put the echo? There it is. Oh boy. Okay. He is in there. Anything else?
Great. Nope. That's it from Eddie.
Okay. Trusk. A goblin rushes forth and punches the drow you have pinned, you have grappled in the jaw. His clock seems rung.
I would like to damage this individual that I have grappled.
Go ahead and make a swing.
That will be a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that gets him. And you were hitting him with your warhammer?
Oh no, I have a great axe.
Oh, okay. So you put down the warhammer and have pulled out a great axe. Wonderful.
Yeah, the warhammer was for breaching.
The door hammer. Write that one down, everyone.
You're welcome. That was my gift to you.
We got to bring that one when Clarny returns.
That is a 12.
12 to hit or 12 damage?
12 damage. It was a 21 to hit.
You cleave this guy. With it's silent, so with no sound at all, you watch as he just splits in two. His eyes go wide, and in two parts, he drops to the ground.
He will yes.
You turn around and you can see the backside of Conversion bleeding heavily, and this assassin standing there.
Do you do flanking?
Yeah.
I will get in position so Conversion is flanking him.
You got it. You run over so that he can't retreat to the wall, which was 100% what he looked like he was trying to do. I'm going to make you smaller again. God. There we go. Okay. Anything else?
No, it doesn't seem worth an action surge yet, so I will call that my turn.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Good turn. First body to hit the floor. Craig, you're up. You, where you're standing, don't have line of sight, though with an easy move, you would.
I'll take an easy move, please.
Boop, boop. Right there. You kind of like do a little sidestep and you're like, yes, I am a sharpshooter, and
I
that
can see
assassin
his
is
pinky.
not high. Yeah. The heel of his boot is outside of where it needs to be.
I'm gonna hunter's mark him.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? I got an eye on him. They got him surrounded. I'm gonna use that spell slot instead to throw fairy fire right into the darkness.
Ooh, okay. Fairy fire is everybody. So everybody in here will have to make some dex saves.
Yep.
So that's I need Eddie, Tim the Tooth Man, Jelly, Conversion, and Trusk to all make, and Velran.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm gonna say Velran loses instantly.
I think Trusk would be just out of how I'm positioning it. But
Is
everybody
it
else, it's a 20-foot, but
okay.
I don't have to do the whole room,
Cool. So are you just gonna do half the room?
Not
or
half. I
3/4?
want to get that assassin guy too. So
Okay.
yeah.
So Trusk will be out of it.
Yeah.
But so Conversion, Tim the Toothy, Eddie, and Jelly. Velran loses instantly and is turned into a glitter ball.
DC 15.
18.
You said it's a dex?
Yeah, Fairy Fire's
16.
That's a pass. Okay. Assassin 1 fails. No, he's 15 succeeds. So the one fighting Eddie succeeds. The drow. So Timmy is fairy fired.
No, I got an 18. Jelly got a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jelly's fairy fired.
Glitter bomb.
The mage fails. The warrior succeeds, and the assassin succeeds. So the mage is the only bad guy. Oh, actually, hold on. And this guy. Me.
Invisible fuck. Gotcha.
Yeah. he admittedly was no longer invisible because he's the one who cast silence.
Oh, okay.
But he was in the darkness, so I wasn't going to reveal him until he left the darkness. But you fairy fired him, so we'll reveal him. I have to unlock him as well. That was my secret tech. Was I made him invisible and then I locked him so he wouldn't be highlighted.
Yeah.
Cool. Fairy fire unlocked. Anything else, Craig?
No, I don't think so.
Okie dokie artichoke. That brings us to Conversion. Your sort of front half is in the darkness. Your back half is out of it.
But I got a sense that there's a guy basically on both sides of me.
Yeah, you are surrounded.
You can see those guys, and they're fairy fired. So.
Yeah, you can see. Let me change their colors so that they're fairy fired. We'll make them red. Red guys are fairy fired. You see that this one is like wrestling with Tim the Tooth Man. This one on the bed is the one that was holding you.
Did they screw up and leave me with my sword?
Yeah, they've just been like knocking you unconscious.
Okay.
They've just been holding.
They done
you
goofed.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my sword, and I'll take the flanking act bonus on the guy behind between me and Trusk. Is advantage. Uh, 22.
Hits.
And 9 points. 7 points. Fortunately, I cannot actually activate my sword.
How much damage? I'm sorry.
7 points.
7 points. You got it. You take a slice. He is still standing, though he looks pretty haggard from the fire, the fire chromatic orb from earlier. Anything else?
No, because all my spells are verbal, and right now nobody in the silencer can cast spells with verbal components.
Correct. Okay. After Conversion is these two. He still can't see. And now he can't cast spells. So he is going to make a prayer. If I okay. One is it doesn't happen, 2 means it happens, right? Okay, I'm rolling it. It's a 2, it happens. You all hear from the darkness the sound of something tearing open. Tim the Toothman, you feel this mage turn to dust in your hands as he is replaced with a demon. That's his turn. I'm now going to roll initiative for it. It rolled real poorly. Which leads us to this guy who's going to try and hit you, Tim Toothy. He rolled an 8, so you easily block his short sword. And in the silence and the darkness, you guys don't know what has just appeared. Which brings us back up to the top of the order, which is this guy and these guys. What is he going to do? He is going to boop, 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 boop. You know what? He's going to grab Belran's body. Pull essentially the same trick and try and threaten you guys with his life. And he pulls him into the corner with his dagger at his throat. That's his round. It's now these guys' rounds. He is going to attack you, Eddie. Eddie does a 14 hit.
Yes.
Eddie, this is going to suck.
Oh no.
You
Eddie, go
take
sleep.
5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 51
Ooh.
points of necrotic and poison damage.
Yeah, so Eddie's down. He's down now.
That darkness fades, and so everybody can see inside now.
What's your life total, Eddie?
Yeah, was that above your hit point max?
My hit point max is 28.
So it's fine.
Okay, just barely.
Well, also, it was necrotic and
Yeah.
poison, so it wasn't one. Well,
It wasn't one store. It wasn't one store.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Cool.
He's-
Cool.
Okay.
he's fine. Not fine, but
He's
like
not fine, but he's not dead.
you
He's
guys
not
watch
dead.
as like that last darkness bubble coalesces around this guy's sword that Eddie has grappled, and he just buries it in his upper abdomen. Eddie falls to the ground, clutching his wound. Does your echo fade when you go unconscious?
I'm not sure. You can
You're
read a
not
little
sure.
bit.
Well, maybe the echo fades, maybe it doesn't. And you
That
all
would be Schrodinger's echo.
yes.
It says the echo lasts until it is destroyed. I dismiss it, or I dismiss it as a bonus action.
Okay, so the echo remains. There's this like weird moment where the echo also is stabbed but remains standing, and you all notice for the first time this black winged demon in the middle of the captain's quarters. It is very noticeable. You all are like, wait a minute. That's not an elf.
Nerf.
Let me make sure I got its size right. Yeah, it is medium. Cool. You flip Eddie. And now this guy has his turn. Man. I think he is going to disengage. 30. So ducking and dodging through the group, he disengages through all of you. And Craig, you see him on the deck, and he's going to use his action to dash.
Wait, he has that many disengage actions?
He used a bonus. He's a rogue, so he used a bonus action to disengage. And disengage gives you freedom from opportunity attacks for your whole round. You don't have to do it per person.
No, it's not per person. It's the whole turn.
No, yeah, you can. You disengage and you go, I'm leaving now. I don't care what any of you say unless you have Sentinel.
That is sexy. I almost took Sentinel, darn it.
Well, our Sentinel guy is sleeping.
He is sound asleep.
He's sleep.
With his Vorpal sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his new cloak of protection.
This guy's gonna just run up to the upper decks, is what he's up to. Actually, no, he's going to start climbing. So he's gonna make it about halfway up the crow's nest. That's what he's up to, and I'm gonna make a lightning strike.
Come on, Dad, we killed everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all of them, and it brings us back to Narvos.
Nice.
So there's no longer any visual occlusion. There is still a silence bubble, though.
All right. I see this new creepy looking demon boy.
Yeah, Tim Toothy looks like he's about to square up with him.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm going to twin third level dissonant whispers.
Okay, I vaguely know what that does. Is that wisdom saves for people?
Wisdom of 17. The shadow demon, and then the guy that I hit with the chromatic orb earlier.
Okay, so he's the one that just ran past you and started shimmying up the crow's nest.
Okay. No, I'll just go for the one that just took down Eddie.
Cool.
So demon and Eddie. Or
Okay,
not Eddie, but
demon first.
Yep.
Demon rolled a natural 20 on his save.
Oh.
The assassin rolled a 4, so he failed.
He fails.
That guy failed.
He having a bad time. Okay. So let me half damage if it to succeed. And then the other one has to reaction if available, move as far as its speed allows away from me. So that guy has to run as far as he can away from me.
So this guy turns and like goes and cowers next to Spog and Velran.
Cool. I grab my dice. Some damage here. That's 56.
And does the shadow demon take half damage?
Yeah, he half damage and doesn't have to run away. Since he went first, let me roll up the damage for him. He's gonna take that's 16 on the dice, so he's gonna take 8. Which is really bad from 5d6, but oh well. And then the one that failed, that's better. 19 psychic.
You got it. He hasn't been touched for damage yet, so he's still fine. He kind of like racks his head a little bit. Anything else, Narvos?
That I do believe. Yeah, that will do it.
You know what's even more terrifying about that? I was looking into it to see if they couldn't hear you, would it work, right? But yeah, it does. And so this person's in complete silence, and then they can hear you whisper. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just get overwhelmed by like the ring whispers just in their head in complete silence. Yeah.
It's like completely deafening, yeah.
Yeah. Deafening silence to just deafening whispers.
Hey, Tim the Toothman and Jelly, you're up. The mage you were fighting, as the darkness disappears and you look ahead of you, it's a creepy shadow ghost.
Yeah, I punched a ghost before. Been there, done it. I took a nap. I'm a punch you now.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
All right. Gonna be 14 damage.
Nice.
6 hits.
You see some of like the shadow whispers disappear. Second attack.
Yes.
Ooh.
Plus.
And the bright light is still there, right? Because you maintained light through the darkness. It doesn't disappear. It just is sort of stifled by the darkness. Right, Narvos? Did you cast any other concentration spells? I guess is what I'm
I
asking.
don't think he had.
No.
Cool. Then yeah, there's a bright light in there, and that shadow demon really doesn't like it.
I have been forgetting to roll all those other things, but
we'll let Tim Toothy finish his round, and if you go ahead and roll, and if something happens, let me know. If not, we're all good.
Yeah, nothing.
Cool.
I rolled a 19.
That hits. That hits.
Okay, that's gonna be 3 ice, but altogether it's gonna be 12 damage.
Nice.
Getting a lot of 12s and 13.
He looks beaten. He looks about like at half the muster he was when he appeared to you.
Were those rolls super high, Joa? Because I feel like that should carry over from last week too.
No, they didn't. One of them. Okay, one was a 4.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one then.
Okay. It was like a 4 and like 2 6s, 2 or 3 6s.
Okay, roll me a D100.
Jelly missed with her attack.
28.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
17.
17. Roll a charisma saving throw against that.
19.
19. The smell of sulfur and brimstone appears behind you as an imp appears kneeling. And do you know Infernal?
Nope.
Nope. So in a language you don't understand, it speaks at you kneeling, head bowed.
You've certainly heard a lot of Infernal, though, from where you're from.
I've heard a lot.
You're aware of what this is and like that it was speaking Infernal. You just don't know what it said.
Okay.
But you've got a buddy imp now. He's your friend.
Oh boy.
Cool. After Tim the Toothman comes Eddie. I need a death save, buddy.
Yep. D20, right?
Just a flat D20.
11.
11, that's a success. What does your echo do during this round? Also, your parrot is flying around you yelling, "Help me! Help me! Help
Here's
me!"
a question, right?
Uh-huh.
This might be a stretch,
Uh-huh.
but it'd be super cool. Fighters can do as you say, rub dirt in it.
Yeah,
right?
you got the rub dirt in it. I'm aware.
Can Echo rub dirt in me?
No, I would like to
No?
go read. No, hold on.
Cody,
Okay.
rub
I
some
want to
dirt
go
on me.
read fighting. I want to go read the wording of second win. Where is it? Second win. On your turn, you can use a bonus action. So are you able, is your Echo able to use a bonus action right now?
It's more like I use bonus actions to manipulate the Echo.
So you are unconscious right now. So
Okay.
no.
Okay.
If your Echo could take a bonus action, yes, it could. It could rub some dirt in you for you because you are both you. But right now, it's like I think it probably is closest to a marionette that has its strings cut.
Mm-hmm.
Is how your Echo functions currently.
That makes some sense. He's probably just standing there, slack jaw.
After Eddie comes Trusk Deadeye. The guy you were fighting with disappeared. You see a one dark elf that is covered in glitter with a dagger to another dark elf and a third dark elf running in terror towards them. The guy who saved you is belly up, bleeding out on the floor. There's a shadow demon, and then there's just another drow hanging out.
I'm going to go over to the shadow demon.
Okay.
And I am going to say
nothing because it's silent.
Say into complete silence.
He's going to say, but nobody's going to hear it. From where you came, you shall remain until you are complete again.
Okay, at your gan.
And he will swing
with the great axe.
With the great axe.
The great axe.
And the demon goes, "Fuck!"
That will be a 19, baby.
That hits.
Which is a critical hit.
Because he's a champion.
Nice.
Yes, it is. So let's see what I got.
Did get some Trusk art there, Sean.
Digital dice. That will be 22 points of damage.
D2. He is just barely still standing. We're floating.
Action surge.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. There we go.
And that will be a nat 20.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
For 19 points of damage.
And with that final swing, you cleave through it and the smoke just dissipates and like a bit of ash falls to the floor as this creature was defeated. Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
I will move just slightly to the side to flank the other dark elf that is going toe-to-toe with Tim Toothy.
You got it.
Because movement and positioning are important things, kids.
They are. Cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Craig, you watch the new guy absolutely demolish a demon. Absolutely wreck its day.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Is that guy up the pole at all? Or is he at that position we're seeing him?
No, yeah, he's about like halfway off.
He's halfway up. Okay. Yeah. So I will
he's a good chunk of the way.
I will step over to the right and say, Edward, don't. And heal Eddie for 7.
Nice.
And then I will shoot this guy.
Cool. Eddie, you gain 7 hit points.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm going to sharpshooter this dude.
Cool.
With a natural 20.
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's it's so this is how it goes. I've been playing a game called Ski Sniper that does this a lot, but a popular one is like Elite Sniper. Everybody's cameras pulled to the bullet, and in just slow motion, you watch it. X-ray vision of the back of the guy's skull as it goes right through his brain.
Hell yes.
He does like a Game of Thrones. And he falls back out of the deck.
How much damage did you do?
Let me roll it.
Yeah. Like with a crit, you most definitely kill him, but I'm curious by how
much. 35.
Yeah. 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 This guy, he then takes another. Oh, this is the wrong room. But he takes another 8 points of damage on the fall.
Yeah. I have another shot, and I'm gonna wing it at the guy that's fairy fired.
I get 7 HP back. Nice.
Okay. And yeah, he with your sharpshooter, it doesn't matter that he's using Valran for cover.
And that's with sharpshooter at 22 to hit.
Yep, that gets him.
Oh, I didn't even use maybe. That's fine. Okay, and no bugs in this one, but still 20 damage.
Okay. That's right. He needs to make a con save. He's the one holding on to silence. He passes. He passes his con save.
That's me.
Cool. Next up is Conversion.
Okay.
Conversion.
I will look around, see the guy right there, and I will step onto the bed. Yeah, I will step onto the bed and stab the guy.
Cool. You have advantage.
Yeah. Yep. There's a 24.
24 hits.
And that is 10 points of damage.
Okay. Let's roll another con save. He succeeds once more on maintaining the con save. He looks bloodied, though. After those 2 attacks, he looks like he probably kills people and runs away a lot and doesn't usually have these extended conflicts. Cool. After you is this guy who... Oof. He's gonna go for the goblin because he has advantage. A natural 19, so a 24, 23 to hit, and deals 10 points of piercing damage to Jelly. Shink. Followed. This guy, he had to use his action to run away from you, Narvos. Is there any other...
He can use his reaction.
He had to use his reaction. Is there any other detrimental effects, or once his turn comes around, he's like, the whispers have ended?
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, he's just fine now.
Cool, yeah, cool. He's good.
Cool. He's going to bury his sword into Velran.
The risk we were willing to take.
Yeah, a 24 to hit. Valran takes 6 points of piercing damage plus. I'm gonna roll it in the right room this time. 22 points of necrotic and poison damage. And a darkness pops up around Convergent. Just a small 5-foot darkness bubble. Boom. Around Convergent. You all, the rest of you see the shadows leap from his sword as he buries it into Velran. And now it's Spog's turn. And he is going to do the same thing. He's going to just slit his throat. Natural 20. How much is the sneak attack?
I mean, didn't you say Velran was already injured? Like,
yeah,
I think
he was being bloodied, and we'll say that this is two failed death saves on that one. 2 failed death saves on Velran. Just the shink. Only gets 1 attack. Oh no, attacked per action 2. No, that's a dead Velran.
Right.
Flip them over. That's their turn. Brings us to Narvos. You see this guy pull the knife across Velran's throat and push him to the side.
All right.
And the one guy with Revivifies in darkness.
Yeah.
No, you. I knew you so well, guy.
Other dark elf. No.
All right. Did one of the guys is hit with fairy fire there, right?
Yeah, it's this guy. It's the guy in red.
Cool.
Does he get a save at the end of his turns?
No. It's just concentration for me.
Lovely.
That works for me. Yeah, spell slots aren't a thing I really have at the moment. I can run in there and make it all the way to him, right?
Yeah, easily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and then hit him.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Cool. Flail go. Good thing I have advantage because I was bad. 18.
That hits.
Uh, 20. Damage.
Ooh. Ow. Ow. Looks very hurt. Looks like he probably can't take another one of those.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's what I got.
Okay. Eddie, you are alive. You wake up, your face is stuck to the wooden floor by your own blood.
Is that elf I was fighting still hanging around here?
Yeah, you look kind of, turn your head and you see him over the body of Velran, the other dark elf. His throat cut, bleeding out onto the floor.
Well, I'm going to Rope of Entanglement that guy.
Okay, he's got to make what, a DC 15 dex save, strength save.
Let me check it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's Dex 15.
Rope of. Is a strength or dex check?
It's Dex to become for the first time, and then to break out is strength.
Gotcha. He got an 18, so he is not restrained. Voids it. Does a little dance.
One day that thing will work for you, David.
It has. It worked on.
Does.
Yeah, it has. It worked on the Oni captain. On the
yeah. You're right.
It has worked in his favor several times. Anything else, Eddie? I think you have an action.
Rub dirt in it.
You want to rub some dirt in it?
I don't have an action surge.
Okay.
Because no long rest since last time.
Yes.
But I will rub dirt in it.
Rub some dirt in it, buddy. Okay. Trusk Deadeye. You are in combat with this guy. You are in melee. You kind of got a bit of a Triforce working on this guy. He's turned to fight Jelly. Tim Toothy's also in melee with him.
I find you to be less than agreeable, sir. And for that, I must do something about it. He will swing this great axe.
Yeah, I was going to say, nobody hears any of that.
He's okay with nobody hearing any of that.
We know. We love it. Please don't stop.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that gets him. That gets him real good.
And that is a 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage. He falls over, also cut in twain.
Yes, he will have done this from the bottom up.
Nice. A clean cut up the middle.
And from there, that looks like a clusterfuck.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Pardon me.
The two bad guys have been pinned into a corner, and they're doing their best.
He's going to do the most reasonable thing that he can, seeing as to how there's no windows in this captain quarter. Is that correct?
There's a few portholes, but not like a big balcony or anything. Not large windows.
He's going to stand in front of the door to block the exit.
Good call.
Hockey goalie go.
Yeah, he's gonna be a defensive lineman. Right after Trusk Deadeye comes Craig.
All right. Right past the left ear of Trusk and Toothy, and then the right ear
and
of Narvos.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in between and just all right.
Plenty of room. Plenty of room there.
What are you using? Are you using the sniper
it's
rifle?
My bow.
Or
it's my bow.
The bow?
Yeah, I
okay.
switched to the bow. All right. That is 22.
That hits.
You know what? I'm gonna deal 17 damage.
Okay, he's still standing.
He needs to make a strength save.
Okay. A natural 20 for 24.
All right, he's fine.
Okay.
And then I will shoot him again.
Okay. Yep. So the first arrow Boromir's itself straight into his upper chest. He looks up in terror as the second arrow flies in.
Natural 19. And this one is for, what is that? 22 damage.
Where would you like the final arrow to slam in? Because he has 2 hit points.
Oh, in his Adam's apple.
Okay, right in the quivering Adam's apple. Craig pins him to the back wall. He doesn't slump to the ground. He just stays. His head slacks onto the arrow pinned behind him through the neck.
Does anybody look hurt?
Eddie.
Still?
He's at 18 out of 28.
Oh, okay, yeah. Edward, more dirt. And I'll heal you.
More dirt in it.
6.
Thanks for the dirt.
Yeah. You're in silence. You just hear my voice, Edward, more dirt.
Eddie spits in his gut.
Oh, the silence does vanish at that. Because he was the one concentrating on it.
Nice.
After Craig, Conversion, You are in darkness.
I see the guy that just dropped though.
Yeah, because the fairy fire remains. It's kind of like a fun sort of. I imagine it almost like vats from Fallout. So you see that guy hit the dirt, and the fairy fire sort of dissipate on him.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Revivify on Velron.
Okay, so you dive to where you knew Velran's body was.
Yep.
And revivify. Easily done enough. Mark off the 300 gold in diamond dust, and the 3rd level spell.
Yep.
Velran returns with 1 hit point and some scarring. Anything else on your turn, Conversion?
After I cast it, I will step out. Actually, no, the darkness moves with me, right?
No, you step out and it's fine. It stays in 1 5-foot spot.
I will kind of like step out and step over Velran. Cool. Looking at the guy in front of me like, you had a chance.
Yes, he did.
You had a chance. You die now.
He's going to try and kill somebody. Actually, you're probably going to have like a defensive stance over Velran, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he would have, if you had gone over there, he would have just turned around and been like, and stab your friend again. Got him. After your turn, it is his turn. Yeah, he's got to go for you, Converging, because you're the target. You're the one Loth wants. So, and he's. I think that's gonna miss you. That is a 17 to hit.
That will miss.
That will miss. You watch as the sword goes to strike you again in the abdomen, and you manage to just block it out of the way. He looks very spooked and is going to take his disengage bonus action and attempt to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He just scoots about there. And that's as far as he makes it because he used his action. Now let's find out who gets
my eyebrow at him. Like,
yeah.
Really?
Really? Where do you think you're going?
Craig sees just absolute panic in this guy's face. Like, absolute just terror as he makes a run for it. Narvos, you're up.
Hi.
It's now just a game to see who can get the last hit.
All right. Yeah, let's do it then. Just gonna turn, face him, and 3rd level matching missile.
Okay. So roll 6d4. 6d4 plus 6.
It's 6 or 3?
P5, 3rd level P5.
No, 3rd. Yeah, you're right.
5. Okay.
5d6, 5d4 plus 5.
Uh, 17.
17. Okay. You all watch as several arcane missiles just. He's still running for it. He looks like he's about to turn and run to jump off the side of the ship. Tim the Tooth Man and Jelly.
I'm gonna punch it.
Okay, you run up and you punch it.
The 13 hit?
Yes.
Sick. It's gonna be 10 damage.
How would you like to kill this guy, Tim the Tooth Man? It's the last guy. How do you want to get him?
He couldn't handle the punches, and his face is just gonna crack from not being able to hold up with the big dogs, dude. His curiosity got the best of him.
Craig, you get the beautiful image as Tim the Toothman runs up from behind and clocks this guy on the jaw. You see his jaw dislocate half his teeth fly out of his mouth, and the lights in his eyes just vanish as he collapses to the deck.
I was mid-pull on my bow, so I'm going to shoot those teeth out of the air.
Cool. Love it. Robin Hood style, teeth pinned against the wall. And that is the end of combat. Everybody, all of your enemies lay dead. Your boat, if it wasn't raining right now, would be stained red. But because of the storm that rages, bodies have already been sloshed overboard. The deck is red with blood, but not as stained as it could be. You all stand victorious against the treachery that has been laying within your ship for weeks now. You find 5 masks that allow they're essentially what's the seeming mask. So they all of those elves on your crew had been dark elves the whole time. There is a magical quarterstaff.
So they're like mask and many faces?
Yeah. Masked. We'll call them 5 masks of many faces.
Holy shit.
Nice.
This was Velran kind of croakily, he's very tired, very out of it. But Velran does explain that, like, this is the hit squad he warned you all of when you took him in. That, like, they will come looking for us. He also says that while this probably will keep them away, if we ever return to the Underdark, and, like, this is the crew, the Dark Elves will probably take interest in us once again if we're near that same city. So what else? What else are the sort of spoils of this combat? You find on Spog, you find a longbow, a quiver full of arrows. The quiver seems neat. Some boots that also look neat. And what I said? Did I say a dagger?
Oh,
a dagger that looks neat.
Neat.
Easy than boots.
I have a slot left. I'll hit a detect magic.
Okay. The magical things in this room. The mage's quarterstaff that was left when he disintegrated. The mage's robes that were left when he disintegrated. The dagger, Spog's dagger, Spog's boots, Spog's not the longbow, but the quiver. The quiver is magical.
I grab the quiver and throw the longbow to somebody else.
Okay.
That's magic, that's magic, that's magic, and that's magic. And this quiver, which I'm taking.
I'm going to say that the assassin blades. I'm going to say that was a technique that they knew and not magic in their swords.
Okay, like a quasi magic ability.
It could be an innate, like God-given ability,
Yeah. But I like the idea. Yeah, I like the idea that they were essentially Lolth blessed assassins. The blessing of Lolth was what gave them that power, not the swords themselves. They just had regular short swords. But so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 short swords, 4 more crossbows. We'll say another sort of like 40 bolts of those drow poison bolts that you guys like to have around. So you can, if you want, Craig, with this many bolts, you could try and get some of that poison onto arrows.
Yeah.
If you want to do that. Make some sort of like arrow concoction. Yep. These are with Trusk cut up the guy's chainmail, so the only ones left would be the assassin's armor, and they were wearing studded leather. So 2 sets of studded leather, 3 sets of studded leather.
If you would be so kind, Would anybody be opposed to me getting some of that studded leather?
Of course.
Eddie would also like to take a studded leather.
Yes, for sure.
So both of you get studded leather then. But we're going to take a break after this sort of dissolution of goods, and then we'll come back and kind of figure out where everybody stands and what the next step of the plan is for the Underark.
There's a boat I know called the Underark.
It's on a
Go on with your bad self.
Right. Okay, so we are back. First things first, I need a D100 from Narvos.
Hey, your boy's going wild.
I'll conjure you back up.
52.
52. Your vision disappears, and suddenly you are blind for about 3 seconds, and then Craig takes a step, and you can see the reverberation, and you have 60-foot blind sight
Instead of sight?
instead of sight.
Bruh.
You are like
Nice.
you're like Daredevil, if you know that reference.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you are completely blind,
Oh,
but
thank God.
you still see total. You actually see better than you did previously.
Yeah,
You can see through the walls.
I
Essentially.
just see.
Yeah.
Above
For a second
table,
there, I
is this
thought he had no
permanent?
drive
Should
or
I be
ambition.
marking this down instead of vision? I have blind sight. Should I be marking this down above table?
No, it'll be gone. It'll be gone
Okay.
soon.
Thank God.
It'll be gone soon.
That wouldn't
Aw.
be good. He has a lot of far range spells. I was like,
I
oh
do.
no.
It is not any length of time to be worried about, but it is for probably the rest of this game.
Okay, that's fine.
On the boat, it's great.
Guys.
All of you turn, and like Narvos's eyes are milky white.
I see everything and nothing.
Yes, this reminds me of a grandfather. Have you advanced in years at an accelerated pace?
And I am 56, but not quite yet.
God, you're a baby.
I know.
If it makes you feel better, I'm apparently like 70, I think.
What we learned today is most of us are eligible for the senior meal discount at Denny's.
Yeah. Craig is like 70, 65 to 70, somewhere in there. Definitely a senior citizen.
Conversion's just kind of like looking at Narvos like 56.
Yep.
Valran laughs, kind of spits out some blood and goes, I'm 131. Tell me when you get this far. I'm going below decks. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
I'll just track him the entire time as he goes down the stairs.
You do. He watches. He stumbles and falls at one point and like clutches onto one of the cannons.
You okay down there?
And then continues his way to the bunk beds.
Sorry, actually, forgot. I will be casting Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
So 2d8 plus spellcasting ability per turn for a minute. Or nope. Sorry, that is a 10-minute ritual to cast.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute ritual spell where you do 2d8 plus 5.
Yep. I will do that and cast. So anyone besides myself and Velran? I think Eddie.
I am down 5 points as I was hit at the very beginning.
Got 10 HP.
Down 4.
Yeah, Tim Toothy got blasted by a lightning bolt.
I literally am just charred up. I look like shit, but I'm just playing.
Jelly also took some damage.
If you can see everything, do we have any stowaways other than like Gurk and the cat?
Yeah, if you can see everything, there's literally nobody on this ship other than you guys.
Any more fish people?
No.
Okay. Everybody gets 15 points. Who's hurt?
Nice.
Or up to 6 of us.
Right. So the magical items being divvied out. We don't really have an identifier, so
We'll just attune to them and see what happens.
yeah. Well, we'll take we'll call this chunk a short rest. Who attunes to what? Eddie gets his belt of fire giant strength.
Yes.
I know that.
I'm gonna see what this quiver is.
That is a +1 quiver.
Makes all the arrows in it +1.
It makes every arrow you put in there.
I got the Staff of Frost from earlier.
Yep, that one is from a game that was not aired.
Yeah.
Just a Staff of Frost. That is a druidic focus. Can be used by druids as their focus, but also has a bunch of just innate spells.
You should attune to the other staff and robes though, and see what they are at least.
The other staff is an adamantium staff with a spider on the top of it.
Oh, maybe don't attune to that.
And the robes also have like a spider web design over them.
How about the boots?
Lulf. The boots look to be, what those boots are. They're pretty standard edition. They're boots of Elvenkind.
Okay.
Those are sort of like, every elf worth a damn has one of those.
Yep.
I think you should take those, Carl.
I'm not exactly sneaky.
Exactly.
I'm going to attune to my place on the ship.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm quite skilled, actually, at the navigation.
Great. You could be the backup.
Excellent.
You see plenty of things that can be done on the ship, especially since you see that most of the crew was slaughtered rather recently.
I was a liberator of ill-gotten goods.
Piracy, yes.
Awesome. Could you liberate dirt off the floors? I just pull out a mountain bucket. What's up? I also
is there
part
an
if you're going to be on the
between
team.
us?
No. If you're going to be a part of the team, I also got to punch you. It's just everybody.
Everyone
Punch
around
for a
is like
punch.
nodding in agreement that yes.
Punch. It is customary that I strike you back.
All right. I mean, nobody's ever said that to me, so I'm not gonna say no. I might die though, and I'm like still sizzling from like but I'm like
you did heal.
I heal you 15.
Yeah, you got 15.
You did?
It's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll be good.
Very well.
All right. Tim Toothy rolled a hit.
That's gonna be a 18.
That definitely hits my upgraded armor of 14.
Yeah. Roll your damage, Tim Toothy. Do you punch him with one of your brass knuckles?
No, I slip it off.
Okay. So it's a D4 plus your strength.
Okay,
you have.
It's gonna be Pull my phone back out.
But no, it would be he's an unarmed fighter.
Yeah, which is the D4.
I thought it was a D.
Right?
It's a D8
No,
if he
I
has
think
no
it's
shield. A D6.
Oh,
if
cool.
Not. Yeah.
Then then it's a D8 plus strength modifier.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 7 plus 6. Or plus 3, excuse me.
So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, Trusk, as just a solid punch to the face from Tim Toothy.
He will split out a little bit of blood. Oh, you punch like a bitch. Sorry. My turn.
And roll to hit Trusk.
That'll be a 24 to hit.
Okay. I think that gets him.
Yeah.
And that is just a straight 5.
Cool. 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Tim Toothy. Solid hit. Nothing to scoff at. You definitely hit him harder, but like this guy came back at you with some moxie.
I go, all right. Nice.
Well, if
like
we are amenable, then we shall journey together.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like
And
there's
he
definitely
will
a lot of blood on the floor, and I kind of just like ease my head and kind of like look over at the mob, be like, new people kind of got hazed in. I gave these people a hard time. The other people I missed out on killing.
he will look at Tim. I've gone to camera specifically for this, and he will kind of take one hand and raise it up to his chest and give a little tap and go, "Oh."
Oh yeah.
He's like, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, right on. I feel that. I feel that enthusiasm, but I'll just kind of show by example. I just start getting some water in the bucket. I'm like,
Nice.
we like to keep a real tight ship around here. I took quite a long nap, so I missed out on a lot. I'm kind of just getting my bearings back. I literally just woke up and had to deal with all this. I didn't even realize you showed up. But
This seems to be a very nice vessel, but I do believe that we can enhance our capabilities of speed if we adjust the positioning of the sails just slightly and the distribution of weight.
Right. So during this time, who has attuned to what? What's the attunement looking like? Who out of the items that were gotten, who attuned to what?
Oh, I'm not taking any shit. I'm just.
Eddie, Del, fire giant strength.
Yeah.
Cool.
Narvos did the robes and staff. Well, did you do the staff?
Yeah, which staff did you choose, Narvos? The frost one or the spider one?
Oh, I went with the frost one. That seems less sketchy in every conceivable way.
That's fair. But did you also did you attune to the robes? See if you actually need to attune to those. You might not.
Yeah.
You might not.
Did I have to attune to the quiver?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Okay. So it's fine. I got slots.
Does require attunement? No. That cloak doesn't require attunement. It's a +1. It's +1 robe, so it takes the place of armor.
Okay.
So it's 11 AC with glamour weave.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a pass on that because I got a +1 half play.
Save them for not.
Great wizard if you guys come across a wizard that's your buddy.
Oh yeah, and the 23 spell books we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the spell books.
Yeah. Well, you're a blade singer, right?
No, Narvos is a warlock sorcerer.
I'm a sorlock on this one.
Okay.
Aberrant mind. Whatever my other one was. Hexblade.
So the reason I thought you were a blade singer, but that's somebody else. That's a different character.
That's Avilas. Yeah.
You don't actually have an arcane caster.
No, not really. Eddie, do you want this longbow? It's not like magic or nothing, but
Sure, why not?
Here you go. Here's some arrows too.
Thanks.
What else was there? A dagger?
Yes, there is a dagger. I don't think that quiver requires attunement.
Okay.
I can't find it right now. I can't find quiver +1.
All right. So
does anybody want to take a look at that dagger?
Jelly?
Oh, Jelly probably liked it.
It doesn't require attunement. It's a dagger of venom. It's a venom dagger.
Jelly, you want this?
I mean, sure, yeah. I can stab somebody real good with this.
All right.
Really?
Once, yes.
Never forget the way of punching.
Never. I'll have this. But you know what? It's like having a roll of quarters. I can still punch somebody with this.
Good point. Good point. Stabbing is just another way of punching.
Yeah,
What's our
yeah.
The
quarters?
student becomes a teacher.
So I guess I'm taking the boots then.
All right, boots of elven kind.
It's either you or a navigator, Connie. Just somebody that's loud normally. I think it's you. You're the most loud from what I've seen.
And those also don't require attunement.
Mm-hmm. So we don't know about the staff yet.
The quiver does require attunement. I am sorry.
That's okay.
But it is a quiver. So what it is a quiver of endless arrows. +1.
Oh, gotcha. I will give instead I will hand once I know that, whenever I go to give Eddie arrows, I give him like 100.
Cool.
I can keep these mostly.
Eddie's just trying to keep all these arrows, together.
I have a bag of holding, so I'll just give you 20 now, and you let me know, okay?
Okay.
So we don't know what the staff is. We know what the cloak is. Everything else we've given out to people. People who get tickling. Okay. We'll see about the cloak.
Well, if we don't have a way to test the staff, do you have to be magic to use it? Because Eddie could attune to the staff and then have the echo try and swing it. And if something crazy happens, it'll probably destroy the echo and not Eddie.
It just requires attunement. You don't need to be magical to use it.
Shall we give it a try?
You want to attune to that staff, Eddie?
Sure. You want? I feel like there's only one way we're gonna find out.
That is true.
We try and use it.
Yeah.
You attune and you find out that this is a spider staff. The staff can be wielded as a quarter staff. It weighs 6 pounds. It deals an extra D6 poison damage on a hit when used as a weapon. It has 10 charges. This is all on D&D Beyond. But I don't. It's from Lost Mines of Phandelver, the starter set. With the staff in hand, you can use your action to cast one of the following spells from the staff. If the spell is not on your class's spell, so you can't cast these spells. But it has a bunch of spells: spider, climb, and web, and it regains charges.
It can cast web.
Yep, and spider climb. It can cast web and spider climb. It can make you do what a spider does.
But not if he couldn't cast them.
Correct. Yeah, you need to have either spell spider climb. You know what? I don't like that. You can just cast it. What's the point of having a magical staff if you can't cast spells through the magical staff? So the staff just casts spider climb and web with its charges.
Does it regain charge?
Yeah, at dusk.
Okay.
Not dawn, dusk. But it is one of those things that if you use all of the charges, roll a d20 on a 1, crumbles to dust. Spider staff. Okay. That is all of the magic items and goods handed out from that combat. What?
Oh, the masks.
What?
I would like a mask.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are just shape change masks. Essentially, I would like the disguise self mask.
The hat of disguise, but mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just call them hats of disguise. Just shifted to be masks.
I think me, the 2 goblins, and then we have 2 more left.
Tim Toothy wants one.
Yeah, I can understand if I don't get one, as I am recently joining you.
My attunements are all full, so.
Do the hats require it?
Yes, hats require attunement.
Novice, are there a lot of orcish folk where we're going?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they fight for the demons often. The demons and the devils often. There are tribes of them.
Well,
So, but it is one of those. So if you are hanging out on the angel side, having an orc would be kind of like people would be like, what is this doing here?
we give him a mask.
Yeah. Works for me.
Sure.
A
Okay.
little racist, don't you think?
I was just worried about racism. Not that we are, but we might encounter it. I'm taking
Yeah,
one
they
too,
don't
for
show
I
up.
am a zombie.
Oh, no.
That'll be really helpful when you make it back to the Elysian Empire, Craig.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell him that he's beautiful, how just the way he is.
You're beautiful.
It's true.
You're beautiful, it's true.
Okay.
High.
Okay. What kind of final note from me is I want to find out what the crew of the Underark would like to do next, because you can sort of what you've been doing is island hopping. You're not like taking the most direct route to the other continent. You're kind of on a fun island hopping adventure. You've just lost the vast majority of your crew. Killarney, from his badly hurt stupor, can tell you, and so can Trusk, actually, can tell you that there is a pirate refuge not too far away on an island that, presents itself with the opportunity to get more crew. Dangers are involved with that. Or you can make a heading directly for the other continent and make a beeline, hoping you can limp your boat the rest of the way without a full crew to maintain it. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to see if with my piracy tricks and whatnot, I had a couple of ways to minimize that limp.
Yeah, I mean, your presence on the boat makes it a possibility to make it.
With you and Killarney both being pirates, like how many crew did we have before they ceased to exist?
There was about
12?
20.
20?
Yeah, there.
Jeez.
Well, it was 12. It was 12 humans and 6 elves, so 18.
Okay.
You had a complement of 18 others.
I mean, with the experience of the two of us that have been pirates, so have nautical experience and probably can cut down any limp that we have. Plus, there's around, I can't do math, 12 or 13 of us, companions and everything aside, are all told.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
yeah, Girk and Mac, Girk and Andreas are both also taking naps downstairs.
Yeah, and Killarney and Carney, and yeah. So there's 4 individuals that aren't here right now, plus us.
And you're an imp, apparently.
Yeah, this imp is sort of like just like hugging your leg. Can anybody speak Infernal? Can anybody understand Infernal? No?
I can speak Orc.
Wonderful. Yeah, this creature is like rambling to itself in Infernal.
I'm just going to wave at it.
It waves back very excitedly to get attention.
I'm sorry, little one. I do not understand what you're trying to convey. Could you perhaps pictographs?
He starts with a nail on the ground, starts writing out a contract.
Don't scratch the wood, Jesus.
A little scene in the darkness, and then after a couple seconds, he draws a line, and then points at you eagerly, hopping up and down, and points at you, and then points at the line, and then points at you.
I'm sorry. I respect my wood. It's hard and lacquered and well maintained. I do not scratch it.
He
What we're talking about
frowns.
now.
He frowns, and the whole contract disappears off the wood. The wood returns its previous state. He seems kind of upset that you didn't sign his contract. He kind of turns his back, flicks his tail at you.
Can I interest you in a bone from one of the drows, perhaps?
And he hops up and down super excitedly.
Here, take a femur.
And he literally goes and pushes his claws through the leg and rips out the femur and just starts chewing on it. Okay. Well, what
him. He's precocious.
what were you saying, Narvos?
I mean, just with that, we shouldn't be. It's not like we're screwed. It's
Yes,
not like
we
there's, we should be okay if we would just want to. I'm kind of in the mood to get off the ocean.
Might be nice to have a crew though, but who knows how long we would leave them docked.
Yeah, it could just be bye every time. Yeah,
And also the crew would be pirates.
They're pirates, not the most trustworthy individuals most of the time. No offense to the pirates that are among us.
Yeah, the question is essentially, would you like to continue the nautical adventure or make a beeline for the coast?
Conversion?
Captain?
It's probably might be a good idea to go ahead and make headway to the far continent.
You heard him.
I know that I am
climb the pole.
New here, but I am in deep agreement with a crew of this size. I feel that we at least need to replenish our numbers before we make further endeavors.
Eddie agrees. He says, I've seen a lot of ships try and make progress after losing a good portion of their crew. It almost never works out well. We need some new crew.
But our crew choices are pirates or not anything.
I mean, I do believe. Where are we heading?
I don't have a name for the other.
I conveniently plot armor and whatnot. Have contacts over there and friends that we can use to bolster our numbers. If you find me to be trustworthy, that is.
Yeah,
that works for me.
Yeah, Trusk and Clarny would have contacts in the Pirate Cove.
So we'll pick up a few people to kind of fill our ranks and then go to insert continent name here.
Correct.
You can go visit my parents.
Kobolds?
Your kobold parents back in the kobold colony on the Aronia continent?
I'm just making sure people keeping up with that.
Okay.
I said earlier I was gonna say duck and kobold.
Tim Toothy posits the idea that we turn the ship around, travel.
Yes. I will turn the ship around.
Continent of Aronia to go say hi to his parents for the holidays.
I can appreciate the sentiment. I really can. As
I like the idea that
no longer with us.
I like the idea that Tim Toothy looks up from like scrubbing the deck of blood to make this comment.
Yeah.
I just look back down at the blood and I go, I miss my dad.
We got to get a scrying spell for this guy.
Yes.
Ultimately, it's still Conversion's decision.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
All right, I will go with your suggestion that we stop off and pick up a few crew members.
That'll be fun.
I can also
be selective on who we pick, though.
Agreed. I do believe that with my contacts as well, I can assist in resupplying us for the venture forth at decent rate.
Yeah, you and both you and Clarny have the same sort of background, so that will be great.
Yeah, basically, I'd keep us from getting fucked over on the price for everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With that, you guys can sort of the storm seems to be settling down. Choppy seas, but not the rough storm that it had been for the past couple hours, you guys can have your long rests.
Hey.
And we will pick it up next time with the Underdark approaching the Pirate Cove to replenish and prepare for the final leg of their nautical journey.